Welcome back to our Blue Z Water channel. Today I'd like to do a video on cold therapy. There's a gentleman called Wim Hof. There's a lot of videos online talking about his work, who advocates going to very cold environments, particularly ice baths. And so I decided to investigate this therapy. I really, to do an ice bath, you have to buy quite a bit of ice. It's very expensive, and the idea of ice water seemed pretty intense for me. And I've heard of cryotherapy, which is walking into a chamber for a short period of time at a very cold temperature. So I started exploring various places in town that did cryotherapy, and I just wanted to make a few recommendations. So anybody who's interested in Wim Hof, I do recommend the cryotherapy. You can Google and research cryotherapy, and there's a lot of information that compares it to Wim Hof. Some people think cold ice baths are better, but there are many people who prefer the cryotherapy. Bottom line is, you're in the neighborhood, you're doing you're doing Wim Hof method, doing cryotherapy. Now the chamber you go in is roughly minus 170 degrees. And when you work up to the max, you're in there for 3.5 minutes. And the effect of this therapy is quite extraordinary. I was having problems with sleep, and I would say that well, first of all, the people who do the cryotherapy tell me that probably that's one of the most prevalent responses, that people sleep way better. It's an incredible tonification of what I call the neuroendocrine system. But essentially, just Google Wim Hof, look at all the research that he's done, and look at the health benefits of cold therapy. But if you really don't want to do the ice baths, or even the cold showers, I think are much less effective than walking into this chamber, which is literally minus 170 to minus up to 190. Sounds like you're going to die, but it's a very short, tense, healing shock in a way on the body. The body has to, in a sense, it's almost like a profound neuromuscular therapy. The body has to go into incredible contraction, and when you come out, it expands. So it's kind of almost like a pump system. Anybody who uses ice therapy in general, it's obviously, this is immensely anti-inflammatory. So you just need to try it. And the pricing here in New Mexico is $145 a month. If you just pay by the month, and you actually get an additional therapy at US Cryotherapy. They have a variety of therapies like Theragun. They have bags that compress your legs or arms, compression bags. And they have red light therapy and additional spot treatment cryotherapy. Very nice people. If you're from Albuquerque, I recommend US Cryotherapy. But wherever you are, this is all over the country. I would try it for a week or two. There are certain health conditions that are contraindicated, but they'll go over that with you. It's one of the best therapies that I've experienced. And again, one of my clients really got into the Wim Hof method, and I was kind of eyeballing cryotherapy for a while. And then after he reported his success with doing ice baths, I decided to try it. I'm really a fan. Also, if you want to do the ice baths, what he did, he bought an actual chest freezer, where you put your food in, and he sealed it with caulking, and then he put water in there and set it to around 40 degrees. So if you don't want to buy a bunch of ice all the time, if you're into just doing the ice baths at home, you could buy a chest freezer, caulk it. I'm sure there's videos online telling you how to do it, and just put water in there and just use it all the time. By the way, if you're going to do that, I would recommend our Blue Z water to clean up the water. You don't want to, even though it's 40 degrees, it can still grow microbes. And our Blue Z water is used in hot tub environments. Obviously, it purifies water and purifies the body, but you can purify a small amount of that water for a reasonable cost. And as long as you go in clean, You won't have to, you could change it about once a year. Yeah, please, once again, Google Wim Hof. We'll put a link below to his name and maybe a video, find a video link. And then Google cryotherapy. All righty. So any questions, you can contact me, Andrew, at bluesywater.com. Thank you.